All right, so I got a sharp pencil and we got our frame ready. So in this video, we're going to work on the EMD HT-C trucks for an SD40-2. And in this scale, they're basically 3 inches long. So let's block out. They're 3 inches. They go right from the step to 3 inches in. And basically go up about 1/2 inch. And we can kind of do both trucks at the same time. So put a line here at 1/2 inch, and then kind of put a line there at 3 inches and at 1/2 inch. Then right here, go in at 3/8, and then right a little bit more than 1/4, and then 3/4, a little bit more than 1/4, 3/4, a little bit more than 1/4, and then that's that. This is where you kind of measure out the truck. And I'll do it one more time. And actually what we do, well here, what we'll do is this line that's 1/2 inch connected in these 2 longer parts. See, those 3/4 lines connect. But I'll do this one more time. Where you go 3/8, a little bit more than 1/4, 3/4, a little bit more than 1/4, 3/4, a little bit more than 1/4, and then that. And then connect the line. Okay. Oops. Sorry, going a little bit up. And then right about 1/8 of an inch above that line is the top of a truck. 1/8 of an inch above that 3/4 line. Kind of make a little box. And then 1/8 of an inch from the rail. Just make a mark below. And if you want, you can even make, and what it is, these little boxes are going to be where the wheels go. And we're actually pretty close to where we're going to have side frames for all these. Okay. And then from this line, come down right at 1/4 of an inch. Do it on this side too. 1/4 of an inch. And connect these lines that you drew down here. And go up a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. And make a little bar there. Go up a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. There. And on the same thing, go up a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. And then go to the 1/4 of an inch. The 1/4 of an inch. And there. And see, you basically there have the side frame of the truck in both cases. Then what you do is kind of start making these little triangles. Put a triangle right there, triangle right there, triangle right there, and a triangle right there. Now, right on this one and this one, don't put a triangle, but we'll do it one more time. Triangle there, triangle there, triangle there, triangle there. Now on these, it's kind of a little slightly different piece of detail. It's a little kind of a little squiggle kind of line. And then what you do is draw kind of two lines. Like that, connecting where two lines connect like that. Now here for a quick second, we'll turn it on its side. You want to kind of make a oval line over each of these little areas. It's just sort of part of the truck structure. See how quickly this is actually turning into, just from a bunch of lines into the actual physical truck. Now is actually a good time, if you want, we can put the wheel on it. And again we use the 9/16 circle because all the trains I draw are basically in the same scale with each other. So use the 9/16. And then put a 1/2 inch inside of it. Kind of makes the bevel of the wheel. And then there's just two lines that connect here. Do it again here. It's kind of a double line that kind of goes like that. And then two lines that connect like that, and a diagonal line, and two lines and a diagonal line, and two lines and a diagonal line, and two lines and a diagonal line. Then over here on the very end, put the traction motor into there. There's one more traction motor into here. And these, all you really do is just put a bunch of horizontal lines. I'll do it one more time. I actually, the first times, several times I drew these, I hadn't put traction motors in. I was actually shown by some railroaders at Sioux Line. Here's where you put the traction motors. Always grateful for that. Then put the 5/32 circle. And what we do here is we put the circle in the middle, which is the roller bearing, and if you want, you can put a little bit of detail in the middle of it. part of why it's good to have a sharp pencil. Let's do the ones on the outside first. What you do is you just put a little tiny rectangle on each side of it, and then just a little like circle with squiggles on the inside of the roller bearing. And then there's actually like a strut, kind of it's just a line going up that goes in the middle. And that's sort of one of the spotting differences between a flex coil, which is like an SD40 truck, and an HT-C truck, is that strut. That was one of the first things I started to notice, was the difference, was seeing that middle strut. And there's 3 circles here and 3 circles here. And then there's the air cylinders, air brake. And this truck's basically done. And this truck's very, very close to being done. All we do is we put the rectangles around this and the squiggles around it and the rectangles. And the strut. And then the 3 circles. And then the air brake cylinders. Actually, there's one more detail on both that we'll put in. There's actually 3 horizontal lines here. Put them there, there, there. And basically, there are the HT-C trucks. And I'll be putting all different kinds of trucks into the truck playlist.